Welcome to 10 at 10. Last time we left off in Joshua chapter 1, verse 6, 7, and we're going to go into 8 today. And we're talking about a mid-year review or a mid-year fine-tuning. I like to just kind of take where I've been in the last 6 months, do an evaluation to where I want to go in the next 6 months. And oftentimes I will do that in conjunction to what God has been speaking to me personally, what God has been speaking to the church that I pastor, which is Light the Bay Church. And sometimes we can find that we get a little off, that we started off with great intentions, but things just get a little off. Now today, I'm wearing the most wrinkled shirt I could find in my closet. It's got a collar that needs to be ironed. There's some definite wrinkles in different places. Right now, I'm filling out my shirt a little bit too much. And so the wrinkles have been stretched so you can't see them. And then even I've got some buttons undone. You know, life can kind of be like the shirt, where there are times that we can be top notch. We can be ironed, no creases, every button in order. We just look good. It looks good. But then there are definitely times in life that we can be where we got buttons undone. It's in the right place. Everything's there. But we just need to take a moment and button things up, redo things, or reevaluate and make the proper adjustments. In Joshua chapter 1, verse 6, it says, "Be strong and courageous, because you will lead these people to inherit the land I swore to their forefathers to give them. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go." Verse 8. "Do not let this book of the law depart from your mouth. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful." You know, one of the things that I love about military men, our police force, even our firefighters, people like that, is their uniforms always look great. So let's go back to the military. They just look, they're done. But they're trained to do their shoes. They're trained how to iron. They're trained to do all of the things. The buttons, the ribbons are in the right place. If they've got different rankings, depending on which force it is, it's either on the arms or it's on the neck or it's on the shoulders, depending on what kind of dress they're in, whether it's formal dress or regular active duty dress. All of those things, they make sure they look the best all the time. The reason why is because there is inspection all the time. Therefore, their stuff is right all the time. So in this verse, it's saying, don't let this book of the law depart from your mouth. Meditate on it day and night. In other words, keep the important things important. And the things that are not important, let them go by the wayside. But what God speaks to us as individuals, what God speaks to us as a church, what God is speaking to us as the body of Christ in general, what God is speaking to us through His Word, when all of those things, we keep them before us, then we will be prosperous and successful in everything we do. So I just wanted to encourage you, now's the time to make an update. Now's the time to make a course correction if you need it. Now's the time to rebutton. Now's the time to get the wrinkles out and finish 2021 with strength. Finish 2021 with prosperity and success. Now, being prosperous and successful is actually doing what God has called you to do. then you'll see results that will happen according to according to doing what God's told you to do. But don't look at man's evaluations on what is prosperous and successful. They'll tell you that if you have the right car, if you have the right house, if you have the right clothes, you have the right wife or husband on your arm, if you have the right checking account, if you have all, they'll say that's prosperous and successful. But God's prosperous and successful is simply doing what He says. And I know you want to hear, well done, good and faithful servant. I know I want to hear that. So let's make the adjustment right now to finish 2021 with strength, prosperity, and success. God bless, and I'll see you at the next 10 at 10.